So welcome back, fellow YouTubers. This is DM Blair. So in my spare time, I like to carve wood and flint knap and things, but I can't often get the types of rock, flint, here in PA that you can in Texas and Kentucky and places like that. So I found that the best way to practice, although I do have flint, and I will show you how to go from the rock down to the arrowhead in future videos. But to get started, a couple years ago when I first got into this hobby, I couldn't get that stuff around here, and it was very difficult to track down on the internet. So what I would do is I would take pieces of glass, and in my spare time I would just carve them down to these, what we call like what do we call this? We call this a platform. We would carve it down to this, and then later on down the line when I come back, little squares, and then I could, when I'm ready to, I feel like flint knapping, I have it and it's kind of ready to go. So I'm going to show you that this is, you don't really need flint to do this. I mean, that's why it's called flint knapping, because you use flint, but if you don't have it readily available, you can use beer bottle bottoms, wine bottle, whiskey bottle, even pieces of glass. This is I think this was a 1/8-inch thick sheet of glass I got, and it broke, so I just used my glass cutter and cut it into little sections and then honed the edges so it would be ready to go. So basically what you do is you start with your blank, and you just kind of find a spot and you push in and down, and you gotta watch, because glass is sharp. See that piece came flying right off there. But every time you do, you flip it and you do it again. Flip it, do it again. Flip it. See how it's bringing it in. In fact, it could be too much, but maybe this will just become a bird point. I don't know. Okay. Now I point it away from me so the glass doesn't come flying back in my face. I suggest that you wear glasses, but I have regular glasses on, so I don't worry much about it. Now I make these tools myself. This is just a stick I got out of the yard, and then I just kind of carved it up a little with a knife. Get more and more like a point. I think it's that little sawed edge there. Like that. Both sides. Now we'll bring the bottom in some. Try and find it. There we go. A platform to get a hold of. And we'll just hit it and flip it. Same with this side. Caught a spider. Damn it. I'm going to try and bring these notches in a little more. Trying to do it without breaking it. There we go. Let's go. Sorry about that. I dropped it. Had to pick it up. So, basically this is where we're at. I guess a few more passes on the notches here and we can consider this done. I could probably do a video of me putting it on a hafting it onto an arrow at a later date. This is a pretty good survival trick to have, because like if you find bottles and glass and things out in a field when you're lost or surviving, I mean, I think that would definitely become useful. I mean, I know you don't always have flint knapping tools, but if you were to come across some animal bones that you could make your own billets out of, tines. I mean, they don't have to look perfect, they just got to be able to do the job. But I mean, this is a perfect example of how just a piece of glass can become a useful tool. I mean, you've seen here in like, what am I at, 12 minutes? I took a piece of glass and turned it into something that could be sufficient for hunting. You know, it's definitely a good skill to possess, to have, to be able to do. So, you know, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Please feel free to comment. Until next time, guys, be safe, be well, be kind.